for rich black people and Africans who are known as who are basically the white African people of South Africa, जो उनके साथ सही तरह से affiliated थे या दूसरी ethnic background से belong करते थे, they would treat them in that way, उस particular 18% की तरह, और उनको उन्होंने पूरे rights दिए हुए थे. And at times you would see these black and Indian origin stroke Asian origin Kenya people studying in the same school even though apartheid was practiced. Does that mean the main issue is gone? So, what is it stopping the Israelis from having, or Palestinians from having one state solution? What is stopping are the rights of the Palestinians who happen to live in the Gaza Strip right now. That is point number one. They would have to enjoy exactly the same rights as a complete Israeli citizen. Those walls will have to be eliminated. They will have to be integrated within the society. Now, why is that not possible and why they don't do it? Because that would create a state which is not going to be predominantly Jewish in terms of its laws and what it wants to achieve. तो यहाँ पे एक डिस्पैरिटी आता है. दूसरी उसके अंदर एलिमेंट ये है कि इज दिस समथिंग द पैलेस्टीनियंस वुड वांट, इज दिस समथिंग व्हिच मेजॉरिटी ऑफ पैलेस्टीनियंस वुड एग्री विद. तो ये तीन चार इसके अंदर आपको लेयर्स को देखना पड़ेगा इफ यू आर गोइंग टू लाइक look for a single state solution. The third aspect which needs to be looked at is a two-state solution even possible anymore? So if it's not possible because of the settlements or 70 saal se, or 70 odd years, more than 70 years now, there are Christians from that local area who've been displaced. There are Muslims who are having an ongoing issue. And then you have the Jews. And if we are fair to an extent, कि उनकी भी चौथी पांचवी जनरेशन है. अगर उनके पेरेंट्स कई लोगों के सेटलर्स भी थे, दे नॉट गोइंग टू इजीली लीव दैट प्लेस आर दे. सो क्या इक्वेट ये करने की रीजनेबल तरीके से ज़रूरत है कि क्या एक टू स्टेट सोल्यूशन हो सकता है, और अगर टू स्टेट सोल्यूशन नहीं हो सकता तो हाउ डू वी गेट रिड ऑफ द अपार्थाइड एक्टिविटीज, और इज इजराइल रेडी टू डू दैट? And what percentage of Palestinians are willing to look for a single state solution? Kyunki
Thank you.
then you have a clear
अच्छा
answer.
मैं
Yeah,
एक
thank
चीज
you.
ऐड करना चाह रहा था.
There's some is there some second. I think
परमिशन.
those are very strong arguments what Shah raised, and one of the strongest argument जिनसे मेरा ख्याल है आंदोलन can a bit resonate with is जो demographic change की बात की है. If 1.7, 1.8 million Muslims come into Israel, there would be a huge demographic change. And coming from India, आप ये resonate करके बेहतर बता सकते हैं कि is it one of the motivators of not including them as a one state, और इनको push करके एक isolated जगह पे ही रखा जाए आंदोलन?
जी इसमें ये देखिए इट्स सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन लाइक कि कि क्या पाकिस्तान और बांग्लादेश को इंडिया में दोबारा इंटीग्रेट करा जाए, राइट? तो इट्स अ सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन कि वेस्ट बैंक और गाजा स्ट्रिप वो ऑलमोस्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन उनका अपने हिसाब से चलता है, ठीक है, ब्लॉकेट्स वगैरह देयर आर सम एस्पेक्ट्स विद पीपल रेज. बेसिक इशू क्या है यहाँ पे? बेसिक इशू यही है ना, पीपल आर नॉट रेडी टू कोएक्सिस्ट, राइट? And which are these set of people who are not ready to coexist? That has to be clearly articulated. So we talked about 20% of Israel population. I'm talking about the Israel population without considering the current Gaza Patti and the West Bank. There is substantial chunk of minorities, and these minorities have not reduced over a period of time. Now let us look at the Gaza Patti and the West Bank side of things. What is the status of minorities over there? While we, talk about, the one specific minority with reference to Israel, we should also talk about what's happening to Jews on the Gaza Patti and the West Bank. what's happening to Christians on the Gaza Patti and West Bank, and of course, people who do not belong to Abrahamic ecosystem in the entire Middle East ecosystem. So somewhere those aspects are also to be considered, that who is not ready to coexist. इसराइल के पास 15-20% पॉपुलेशन है, इंडिया के पास 15-20% पॉपुलेशन है माइनॉरिटी, राइट, और वो बढ़ रही है, क्या कहते हैं, अच्छा काम कर रही है, अपना एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में पार्टिसिपेशन है. कैन द सेम थिंग बी सेड अबाउट द वेस्ट बैंक एंड गाजा स्ट्रिप? The answer to that is no.